Who would have ever thought that you need to learn from babies to get rich? Given that surveys indicate that 60% of people say they do not have enough money for retirement, and maybe worse, 56% say they do not have enough saved for a $1,000 emergency, you had better learn from someone before it's too late. Otherwise, you're going to be old and broke and wish you had done something earlier in life. In this video, I'll explain why David Ramsey's 7 baby steps work. I'll break down each of the 7 baby steps so you can better understand how to improve your own financial future and ensure success. These are taken straight from Dave Ramsey's book, Total Money Makeover, and the link will be in the description below. If you haven't read the book yet, it is a personal finance game changer and I highly recommend it. Unfortunately, most people think they are better than they are at managing their money. Put the ego away. For your own sake, listen to this useful framework for building wealth. Let's start with the first baby step, which is to save $1,000 for an emergency fund. David advises everyone to do this. While starting their financial path, there will inevitably be some problem. There will be a medical emergency, a little payment or expense that you didn't anticipate. For this reason, Dave advises everyone to save $1,000 for an emergency fund. Put it in a separate account. But you were just getting started. You have to keep going, which takes us to baby step number 2. Step 2, pay off all your debts other than your mortgage. Okay, so this includes all credit cards and other debts you may have. Do you owe your uncle some money? Pay it off now. At this point, it is critically important to understand the difference between the debt snowball versus the debt avalanche. Dave recommends using the debt snowball. Here is the difference. The debt avalanche method involves making minimum payments on all debt, then using any extra funds to pay off debt with the highest interest rate. The debt snowball method involves making minimum payments on all debt, then paying off the smallest debts first, moving on to bigger ones. I agree with Dave that the debt snowball psychology works better than the debt avalanche. I highly recommend that you guys take this seriously because this is actually the first step to your financial freedom. The problem is, life will present you with unexpected calamities, which is why you need baby step number 3. Baby step 3, put 3 to 6 months of living expenses into your emergency fund. If you and your family or partner's monthly expenses are $2,000, you need to save $6,000 to $12,000. What if one of you becomes ill or loses their job or has a medical issue, and there is no income coming in? This fund will allow you to live 3 to 6 months stress-free while you are getting back on your feet or trying to get healthy. Your emergency fund should be in savings, checking, or money market account so you can easily access the cash in an emergency. I went even further in my life and have 1 year of living expenses saved up. This makes me feel incredibly at ease. I no longer have that nervous feeling in my stomach that I could go broke if something unexpected happens. But you want to get rich and wealthy. How do you do that? Well, that's why we have baby step 4. Baby step 4 is to invest 15% of your income into some sort of pre-tax or tax advantage account. For example, a Roth IRA, regular IRA, or an employer's match in a 401k. Personally, I recommend that you put as much in a Roth IRA as possible. You have an option to convert money that is in a normal IRA or 401k into a Roth IRA, so long as you pay the taxes. I believe this is a good idea. You want your money to enjoy compound growth during your life that will not be taxed when you retire. I talked to a man once who had $1 million saved in his 401k. I said, "That must feel great." His response was, "Sort of, but about $300,000 of that belongs to the IRS." With a Roth IRA, you are compounding your money for you and you alone, not the IRS. But you are not selfish, right? What about the next generation? Baby step 5 is funding your kids' college education. If you don't plan to have kids, why not fund your nieces or nephews' college tuition? This money could be used to change someone's life. So if you don't plan on having children of your own, you can still do step number 5. The college fund could be something tax advantaged like a 529 plan. There are multiple education funds out there that offer tax advantages. I know it might sound strange to save for someone else's college fund if you do not have kids, but trust me, doing something selfless with your earnings will make you feel amazing. It really is a superpower. But if you lose your house and have nowhere to live, baby step 6 makes sure that this never happens. Baby step 6, Pay off your mortgage early. Now, a lot of people might say, well, my mortgage rate is very low. I can get better returns in the stock market or in commercial real estate or private lending. In other words, if you have a 3% mortgage and can get a 7% return in the market, why pay off the mortgage? If mathematically it makes sense to not pay your home off early, if your investment returns are higher than your mortgage rate, that may sound fine. But in my opinion, it only makes sense in a spreadsheet, not in real life. From a peace of mind standpoint, I'm with Dave on this one. In my opinion, paying off your primary residence, the place where you live and are raising a family, gives you an enormous sense of safety that you can't quantify on a spreadsheet. Often, people that pay off their homes feel much more secure, so much so that they actually feel empowered to change careers to something they love to do. They can take more time off and travel. But you are kidding yourself if you think you will find happiness just because you can do all this cool stuff now. Take it from me, life can be shallow and unrewarding if there isn't more you are living for, which takes us to baby step 7. Baby step 7, and this one is amazing, is giving. This is where your wealth is increased to a level where you are more secure. You have that emergency fund and your home is paid off. It's when you build wealth and give much of it away. Trust me, this is an amazing feeling. It may sound corny or cheesy or cliche, but you will feel absolutely tremendous when you give to others to help them. You can give to a local charity, fund someone's college education, or give back to your religious organization if you have one. So, why do I think David Ramsey's baby steps work? Well, because it stresses the importance of getting out of debt and having a large cash reserve. Remember, the borrower is the slave to the lender. When you don't owe anybody anything, it not only clears your mind and your conscience, it also allows you to create a plan for moving forward and doing those things in life that you are passionate about. Everything is easier when you have no debt. You can take all the money you were putting towards debt and use it to leverage the life of your dreams. At that point, you no longer have that knot or nervous feeling in your stomach. It is a superpower to be debt-free. I appreciate it if you stuck with me until this point. It is my promise to you that if you give me 10 minutes a day, I will make you richer, one video at a time. You can click on the link in the description to get the book. And by the way, if you thought these 7 baby steps were useful, I would argue there is an even better framework for building wealth. The 10 steps described in my video on Ramit Sethi are even more useful. Watch that video now.